Hey, g'day legends, and thanks for tuning in. This week's video, we're back on the International Scout. I've got a new carby, I'm gonna get some new wheels, I've got a new shifter. So let's see if we can make this thing actually properly run and drive, eh? Let's rip into it. So if you've seen the last video I did on the Scout, me, Cody, Ken B were here. We got it running and driving. That carby is absolutely useless. It's not running properly or barely at all. Transmission was working. We drove it as far as bed out in front of the blue truck over there. But anyway, we did get it running and driving, but we just managed to get a hold of another 350 Holly. So I want to swap that out, hook the fuel system up, see if I can get this thing actually running, idling properly. And if we can, that will move me to my next move, is that I've got a spare B&M shifter for another project, but I want to pull the factory shifter out, soak it in diesel, get it working properly. The cable seized, so I'm probably going to have to get a new cable for it. So in the meantime, if I can fit that shifter, that should hook up to that torque flight. So yeah, if I get this carby swapped out, get that shifter fitted, I should be able to move this thing around, and I'll show you, like this thing's got bodgy wheels all the way around on it. But I went in my uncle's and asked him if he had any 5-star stuff to suit a Jeep or a Scout, and he does. Apparently they're off a Suzuki, but they fit. And they're 16x7, so he's got a set of 4 of them. Now I know they fit, I'm gonna go grab the rest of them off him. I might try and round up some 16-inch tyres that'll just hold air for now, doesn't need to go on the road. But yeah, we're gonna get 4 rims the same, well 4 rims that hold air anyway with tyres on them. And let's get this thing running and driving and do it the right way, eh? Let's rip into it. So yeah, first things first, let's get this old carby off. I'll have to dust that one off, get her on there, see if we can get this thing fired up, eh? So I went ahead and got that new carby fitted. The bowl seems to be filling up with fuel, accelerator pump's working. Haven't gone to start yet. I did hook up the ignition, so hopefully, well, fingers crossed anyway, that if I go to start it, it should fire up. The intermediate gasket's got like a thick, dense gasket. It's pretty ordinary, but it's the only one I got. I just remembered that the transmission's still in gear, so I'll go and put it in park and then we'll fire up. Rightio, that should be in park. Well, I'm hoping it's in park anyway. I'll have to rip the ignition wires off if it isn't, but I'll move these start wires out here, keep my hands out of the way of the fan blade. I did give it a couple of pumps, so let's see if she wants to do something. Hey, it's actually doing something. That is awesome. Thing is quiet too. It hasn't, it's not making any bad noises, so. It's still got the mechanical fuel pump on it too. I'm half tempted to try and hook that up, or I might just hook a clickety-clack up to it, but I don't know, for the moment it's about 1000% of what it was. That's working. See if the throttle works from inside. Well, the throttle's working, but it just ran out of fuel because I wasn't pumping it. So might, yeah, I might see if I can hook the mechanical pump up. I'll put a little clickety-clackety on it, and yeah, work out what we're gonna do with that shifter, eh? Yeah, so I had a good hard thing about this. I went ahead and pulled the floor plate out and the transmission and the cable, the transmission shifter and the cable, which are up here. Like I say, I'll try and get them soaking in something, see if I can get them moving later on. And I was going to install that brand new B&M shifter. I thought, oh, maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, because as you can see, yeah, the rest of it isn't really ready for anything. So what I ended up doing was just got an old bucket handle and set her up, and yeah, we'll just operate it like that. I reckon that'll do for now, considering what we're working with and what we want to do with it. Then in my travels, I went and I found a little clickety-clackety. It seems to be working. So I think what I'm going to do, that primer bulb has now got a split in it, just there. So I might chuck that in line, wire it up to the battery. That'll get a fuel situation sorted. I'll bolt that old Jeep wheel back onto this thing, get it rolling again. I know the rear tyres are buggered, but it did drive on them yesterday. So yeah, I'll hook that fuel pump up, put the tyre on and see if we can go for a drive. Well, as you can see, we got that clickety-clackety and the boat tank professionally installed, so that's good to go. I just fired it up, it's filled the bowl up, it's not blowing out the needle and seat, so that should be a good thing. I might hook the pump up, kick it in the guts, see if it's gonna run and idle, and then if that does its thing, yeah, we might take it for a drive. I just put that other wheel back on it, and so yeah, let's sit this down, let's see if we can get a fire out of this thing, see if she stays running, and if it does, we'll take it for a drive. Hopefully the transmission's in the right gear, otherwise I'm gonna have to pull some wires really quick. She was a bit over full in fuel that time. Maybe that fuel pump is a little bit strong. She might be just conked out when I did that. Maybe I was a bit too late with the pump, maybe. Oh, let's try that again. Seems to be that clickety-clackety's a bit, clickety-clackety is, seems to be a little bit strong. Must be pushing a bit too much fuel through there. I might have to go back to the idea of hooking the mechanical pump up, because yeah, it's a bit too strong with it. Keeps trying to die. Oh, let's give the mechanical pump a go. Alright, so I just hooked that mechanical pump back up. Yeah, boat tank's not rubbing on anything, so I just primed it up. There's a little primer bulb still in line. Getting fuel of the Carby, so touch wood that the mechanical pump works. It's not a good start. take two. Oh yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that mechanical pump is no good, which is disappointing unless it's got a block, unless that fuel line's blocked or the filter's blocked. But I might just check that, and if that doesn't work, I'm not too sure what else we can do, because you can't really gravity feed these things. So we'll check them and we'll come back. So I just made a few discoveries with the camera off. So that came out of the delivery line out of the pump, and also the suction hose going to the pump didn't have a hose clamp on it, so that wouldn't have been helping things. So I just primed it up with the primer bulb, and I'm getting fuel to the Carby now. So touch wood, yeah, that this pump works, eh? As you can see, it's not running real good. She's running pig rich. Basically, even that mechanical pump's delivering too much fuel at the moment. I don't know if the jets are too big or what's going on with that Carby, but I've got a little restrictor, little hose clamp on here. It's a bit of a balancing act. But you can hear it picked up, just picked up from clamping that off. Hopefully it hasn't clamped it too far off. That seemed to be working a treat. I clamped it even just a little bit more, seemed to clear out. The battery died on the GoPro, but we reloaded, so I haven't tried starting it again, but I just shut it down. So we'll put the battery terminal back on with the ignition wires. Let's see if she fires up. Fingers crossed. I'm going to touch the throttle and we'll see if it kicks on. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. All right, here goes nothing. Let's see if we can jump in this thing, find some gears, and take it for a drive. There we go. And we're off. And we're off. Oh yeah. Now we're moving. Sort of. It's in 4 low, so it's kind of pulling itself along on the front tyres. It's a leisurely little Sunday drive for everyone. How good is it? Definitely got to get some tyres for this thing, obviously. Which I've got a lead on those rims, and I was going to find some tyres now. So, hey, might just pull it back around here where it was. We're just crawling in 4 low at the moment. That'll do it. I think that transmission's a little bit low on fluid. Oh, she's clearing out the mozzies now. Yeah, that transmission, I just went to change it a couple of times and it didn't seem to want to go forward, so I put it in reverse and then slam it back into forward and it was working, so definitely going to need to top that up. But yeah, that motor's definitely up to operating temperature now anyway. It's got no water in it, but that's good. It's back where it was. So I'm going to round up a set of wheels for this thing. We'll do that next, and then we might try and might even see if this fuel tank, not sure if this fuel tank is hooked up or what the condition of it is, so we might try and reinstate the actual fuel tank, and we'll get some wheels and tyres on this thing. I'll take it for a proper drive around the block, because we can't do it the way it is, but at least I got it back out of the shed. Oh look, the rest of the tyres that were on the rear are gone now, so. Alright, I'm going to round up some tyres and we'll get them bolted on. Let's go for a proper drive. Rightio legends, so we're back from town and I managed to score myself a brand new second-hand set of 31s to go on these 16s. Went and picked up the rest of the 16-inch Suzuki wheels from my uncle there, and got the hook up from the tyre shop in town. So yeah, got four tyres same size, they hold there, so yeah, should pick the appearance up on the algo just a bit. So I'll sit you down and let's get these things fitted, eh? Oh, you beauty, how good is that? I mean, they're not the greatest rims in the world, but they're the right price, free, so, and it gets this thing on all 4 even tyres, so it's not dragging its bum anymore. Can drive around the yard and yeah, do whatever I want with it now. So gonna shut it down for today. It's getting a bit dark, so what I'm going to do tomorrow, I've got a brand new alloy radiator that I bought for a V8 International ages ago. So I'm going to give it a go at fitting it to this, because this one's pretty sad. I don't know if it leaks, but chances are it does, going across everything else in this thing. So we shut it down and rip into it tomorrow. Rightio legends, so I got the big girl back inside, and like I said, I want to swap that radiator out. So this is the aftermarket radiator that I bought ages ago. I tried to fit it to the wife's Valiant and ended up cutting this side mounting bracket off. So she's only going to be mounted off one side if I put her in there, but should be good enough for what it is and who it's for. So as you can see, this radiator is daggier than anything. So we're going to rip this one out. The new one's got the transmission oil cooler built into it as well. So we'll undo the cooler lines, radiator hoses. They look a bit daggy, but hopefully they'll go again. Rip her out and get this new one installed, and hopefully, yeah, shit don't leak and we can take this thing for a burn. Okay, so we've got our shiny new radiator installed. Doesn't appear to have any water leaks. There was a couple. tightened up the hose clamp and one of the heater hoses had rusted off, so I fixed that up. I just primed the fuel up. I don't seem to be getting anything in the bowl yet, but hopefully the mechanical pump will pick her up. So it's in park, so if we give her a, hopefully give her a crank, pick some fuel up, eh? All right, contact. Oh, it's already got some fuel in it, maybe? Throttle seems to be stuck wide open for some reason, so might have to go and have a look at the pedal and see what's going on. See if I can shut it down. No, still wants to run. There we go. Yeah, that seems to do the trick. The accelerator pedal had come out of its holder there and was holding a bit of weight on it, so let's put the old zippy tie on it and that's fixed it. So I think it's idling a little bit high, but we might leave it that way just for now. Just to, yeah, when we throw her in gear so she doesn't stall, but we've got a little bit of water leak going on here. And yeah, it's coming from the water pump, so we ain't gonna be able to fix that today. But I reckon we should go and do a victory lap, I think. It's going to be a bit sketch, like I say, I got no brakes, smart cylinder's buggered, but we'll give her a go. And we're off. Alrighty. Alrighty, and we are off. That's supposed to be in low range, but I don't think that's low range. Anyway, she got the old Armstrong steering on this model. Oh yeah. How good's this? Running, driving, V8 automatic Scout. Oh yeah. I don't know if it gets much better than this. This is the old 345 just chugging away. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, bit of a rough ride, but this thing's just purring away. Not even touching the throttle. There's the old burn bar. For those of you who haven't seen the paddock yet, oh, not much paddock, just 5 acres, but yeah. There's the shed, there's the extension going out the back. There's the old drift car. Oh, this is awesome. From how this thing looked when I bought it, the state it was in, I didn't think we'd end up here so quick. Oh, I'd never even seen a Scout in the flesh before I actually bought this car, so yeah, I was pretty excited to get to be able to buy it. And now I can run and drive, and this is awesome. Obviously there's a mountain of work to do this thing, but just to be able to know that, yeah, the drive line works. There's some rust repair sections already here with it. It means I've got a bit more confidence in it going forward. And yeah, I've sussed out all the bits that I need from America, and I can basically buy everything I need for this thing. Obviously it's not cheap, but oh, how good. There's park. Alrighty. I reckon we shut it down now. We've had our fun. Oh, that never gets old. It just never gets old, starting old junk like this and driving around. How good is that? Oh yeah, I don't know, have you had a good look? Oh yeah, no, I showed you the wheels, yeah. So these are Suzuki Jimny wheels, yeah. They fit like a treat, and they don't look too bad actually either, so. So like I say, this thing's a long-term project, but it'd be one I'm keen to get stuck into when I have the time down the road. But I would let it go though if someone offered me the right money. So if you're keen on one, yeah, if you're keen on one, go to Instagram, Bam Bam Fabrications, send me a DM. If you're keen on one, sling us your best offer. But I do want to keep it. It's just when I can get to it, I don't know. But yeah, I don't mind it sitting here. But if anyone's dead set keen on one and makes the right offer, I probably would let it go. Most of it's all there, and like I said, it's got a heap of spares with it. Engine runs, transmission works, diffs work. The brakes don't work yet, we've got to work on that, but yeah. Oh, that's bloody awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna park her up. She's done what we needed to do for now. We worked out what we needed to work out, so. As always, legends, I appreciate you watching. If you can do us a favour, like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.